jumper. Hey everyone, shall I wave or not?
No.
Today I'm going to talk to you about 5 things we added to our camper van to make off-grid living easy. So the most important thing on any off-grid living is going to be how much water storage you have. And we've got this 70-litre Fiamma water tank, which without rationing water, we can usually make it last about 4 to 5 days. We've also installed a house water filter in our system, which takes out sediment, flavours and odours, and it gives us peace of mind when filling up from natural river sources. It means that we don't always have to find pre-filtered water. So next, solar panels. So we've got 3 100-watt solar panels on our roof that lead into our 2 110 amp hour AMG batteries. And the reason we went for 3 large solar panels means that on days where there's not a lot of sunlight, we can still pull in quite a lot of charge. Now you could go through the process of figuring out how much power you need based upon how much sunlight you're going to get and what your usage is going to be like, but my advice would be just buy the biggest system that you can, because then you're going to end up with the most power you can possibly afford to get. So next up is our 1000-watt inverter. And what that does is steps up our 12-volt power supply up to 240 house mains, which means that we can charge our laptops inside the van, and we even manage to run things like our NutriBullet off of this system. Now this isn't something that's essential for off-grid living, but it does make it considerably easier not having to hunt down a power supply to charge up all of our devices. So at some point in van life, it's likely that you're going to get cold, which brings us on to our next item, which is our Espar D2 diesel heater. Now, it's a pretty expensive purchase to buy one of these. They can be around about £800, but it's totally worth it, because if you're cold, you're not going to enjoy anything you're doing in the van. One thing we found, that because the van's such a small space, we don't need to use this for very long to heat the space up. We only put it on for around about 10, maybe 15 minutes in the morning, and it just takes the edge off of the cold, meaning that we're not using too much fuel, we're not using too much power to run it. And one of the big misconceptions of these is that they can be complicated to install. We'll link in the description box below a video by Eamon Bec, and we followed that to install our heater and actually found it really simple. Now don't get me wrong, it can be pretty daunting, you have to cut fuel lines and things like that, but as long as you follow the steps in the video, it's really straightforward. So last on our list is our Dometic 3-way fridge. Now the advantage of this fridge is it can run off of 12 volt, it can run off of gas, and it can also run off a combination of the two. And one of the really good features about this fridge is that you can have the whole thing as a fridge. You can do what we've done right now, which is half fridge, half freezer. Or you can set the whole thing to be a freezer, which makes it really versatile and you can use it for exactly what you want. And also without a fridge, where are you going to keep your beers cold? So that was the 5 things we've added to our van to make life off-grid a bit easier. If you've got any other tips for off-grid living, make sure you leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Fridge! And one of the really good features about this fridge is that you can...
You can't open it.
Some of the mod cons of modern life behind us literally just f***ed up the whole shot. Excuse me, quiet on set please.
Quiet.
Flex with the camera.
Oh, come on.